Next story. We get a lot of suggestions from you guys about local musicians, singers, and songwriters. It's pretty obvious, Sean, we've got a lot of talented people here in the Carolinas.
Oh, you better believe it. And there's one particular young lady who is really turning heads in the music world. So we want to take you now to Ansonville, North Carolina to meet Carson Hill.
As funny as it looks, sometimes it helps to just draw the outline of, okay, the highlighted spaces.
16-year-old Carson Hill is a talented young lady. Here she is at home during her weekly session with her art instructor, Christina Hill. Carson loves to draw and paint, and you can see by some of her finished work she's very good at it. But as much as she loves art, it's not her greatest passion. This is where Carson loves to spend a lot of her time, on the computer, where she works editing videos, a lot of music videos. She taught herself how to edit, and she's become very good at it.
I just like it because, one, it's really calming, and two, it's just really fun to have a project that you're working on and have a really nice finished product of how everything looks. It makes you feel accomplished.
But as much as Carson loves video editing, it's not her greatest passion. What Carson really loves, what she devotes most of her time doing, is this.
We're joking around with the radio on, singing way off key to all our favorite songs.
Carson Hill is an up-and-coming singer-songwriter, and here you see her performing at the Beantown Tavern in Matthews, where a party was being held to celebrate the release of her newest CD, In My Mind.
'Cause he's gone.
Carson is getting a lot of attention these days, not only from a growing legion of fans as she performs in venues across the Carolinas, she's also getting the attention of a lot of people in the music industry. She's working with two managers, one of them formerly based in Los Angeles but now living in North Carolina, who has managed some major names in the industry. Not bad for someone who hasn't even been playing the guitar that long. Carson was 11 when she first picked up a guitar, and she loved it.
I'm not really, I don't get stoned, but he taught me.
She loved it so much that she began practicing and practicing and practicing, so much so that before long she was playing, and she was good.
I learned my first song, and I went up to my dad, who was watching TV, and I was like, "Dad, you need to hear this."
I was watching a NASCAR race, and she came upstairs where I was watching the race and said, "Dad, I've picked up one of your guitars that I thought I would learn how to play and never did." And she started strumming. I didn't really want her to interrupt the race, so I turned it down a little bit, and I started listening to her play. And she finished, and I said, "Do that again." And I turned it to complete mute, and she started playing. I said, "Carson, how did you learn to do that?" Because it was very good.
Good being an understatement. Of course, you'd expect a parent to gush over their child's abilities, but it's not just Carson's family.
When I heard Carson for the first time, and I watched her perform, she's the real deal. Her songs are about real things, and they're coming from real experiences and real emotions, and that appeals to me. And the fact that she is so talented and yet so humble, I think that's a breath of fresh air, especially with some of the press that certain celebrities are getting nowadays.
I can still recall a few years ago, you had no worries at all. So many things you didn't know.
And when she's not on the road performing, when she's not dabbling in art, when she's not on the computer, this is where you'll find Carson in her home recording studio.
It's like I'm in my own little world, and if I've had a really stressful day, I can go upstairs and I can play a song that I really like by someone else, or I can sit there and I can write about my bad day. And it's like it either makes my mood better, or it just helps me relax and get over whatever's been going on. It's It's like my safe place.
Carson writes most of the songs she sings. She is a prolific writer and thinks of herself first as a songwriter.
I like to write songs, and I like to play music, and I'm really a simple person. Most teenage girls try to be really complicated. I'm just me. I just like to write songs. If I can write a song, I'm happy. I've never really been good at anything else, and so writing songs was kind of my way to express myself. But then again, it's also kind of like the one thing that I'm pretty good at and I'm really proud of.
No doubt, Carson has confidence in herself, something that will certainly serve her well as she climbs the music ladder. Interestingly enough, though, as talented as she is, as far as many people are predicting she'll go, Carson's ultimate goal isn't about becoming famous.
I just want to be able to do this for the rest of my life and make a living off of it. It doesn't even have to be living comfortably. I just want to be able to afford an apartment and food, and then the rest is okay if that's all I get.
Cared about makeup or fixing my hair till you came along.
When you listen to one of Carson's original songs, like this one, a song she calls Crazy, you just get that feeling that this girl has that something that's crazy special. If passion and desire and a strong work ethic are key ingredients to success in the music industry, Carson Hill is going to go far.
I'd like to think I'm distinctive. I mean, everyone compares me to different people, and it's always a different person, and I think every artist takes from people they look up to. Like, I might have a little bit of this from this artist and a little bit of that, but I'd like to think that I try to be original enough that I'm my own person. I'm not trying to be somebody else, because that's been done.
She was fantastic.
She is absolutely wonderful.
Wow.
I am so impressed with what she's able to do. She's going to be big time.
Now, did you get her autograph while you were there? Because that's going to be worth something.
I told her, I said, just please remember the little people when you get up there in the big time. So we're going to do an exclusive story with her when she's on this big national tour. How about
remember
that?
us back when, right?
And by the way, I know a lot of folks are going to be interested in knowing where Carson is going to be performing next, and she does have quite a full schedule. So if you'd like to know where she's going to be, all you have to do is go to our website, wbtv.com/Carolina Camera, and we have a link to Carson's website.